Hello students, welcome back to my channel Tech Teacher Shruti. In last class we have seen a program which will handle the mouse events. Today we are going to see a program which will handle the key events. Okay, there are three types of key events: key pressed, key typed and key released. Okay, we need to handle these three keyboard events or a key events. Okay, and we will use a key listener interface for that. We'll see this in a Eclipse. This is the program which will handle the key events. First we are importing the java.applet.applet package. Why? Because we are extending the applet class. We are using a applet class here, so it will provide the necessary methods to create a applet class. Next we are importing a package, that is java.awt.star, which will provide the classes and interfaces which are necessary to create the GUI or a user interface. Next, import java.awt.event.star. This package will provide all the classes and interfaces to handle the events which are generated by event sources. Okay, I am using a text field as a event source here. Next, I am writing the applet code here. Why? Because we are using a applet, and by using a applet we are running this program. So we are writing a applet code here. In this code, whatever class we will pass now, that class will get execute. Okay, when we will execute this class, the applet will pass this class. Okay, whatever class name we will pass here now, that class will get executed. We are setting the width and height for this applet. Next we are closing the applet tab. Next we are writing a key events class, and we are extending a applet class. Applet is a class, so we are using a extends keyword. As we are handling the key events, we need to implement a key listener interface. Okay, next we are taking one label to display some message. If I type the key, it will, by using this label, I will display a message key is typed. For that purpose I am using a one label here, and text field. I am using one text field. In that text field, and I will type a characters. Okay, at that time key events will be generated. For that purpose the text field I am using here. Next I am writing a init method. In that init method, whatever necessary user interface we will need now, that code we are writing here. First I am setting a layout to null here. Okay, this is not compulsory to use at the last itself. We can use first as a first statement itself, no problem. Okay, I am setting a layout to null. Okay, and next I am creating one label. Okay, I am setting a layout manager to null, so we are using a set bounds method here. Okay, what actually the set bounds method is? This method is used to set the location and the size for the individual components, okay, in the container. Okay, when this set bounds method will be used? When we will set a layout manager to null, then only we can use this set bounds method. Okay, I am creating a one label. For that I am setting a bounds, x-axis, y-axis, width and height. Next I am creating one text field. For that text field also I am setting a bounds. Okay, next when I will type a characters in a text field, the event will be generated, right? So I am creating as I created the text field here, by using that object I am registering this text field to key listener. Okay, so when I will type a character in a text field, this statement will give information to the key listener that the event is generated. Okay, so I am using a text field object. I am registering a event source here. For that I am using a add key listener, and this is nothing but current reference to the key events class which is implementing key listener. Next I am adding a label and text field to the container or a content pane of the applet. Okay, now we registered text field also, and when I will type a characters or I will press a key on a keyboard, we need to handle that event. Okay, when key is pressed or key is released, at that time key listener will invoke these three methods based on which type of event we are generating. Okay, as we are implementing key listener interface, it is necessary to override these all three methods which are defined in a key listener interface. Okay, when and this key pressed method we are overriding here, and it is taking one object, that is key event object. Okay, when key will be pressed, I am setting L. L is nothing but a label there. Okay, I am setting a label text to the key pressed. Okay, when key is pressed, it will display key pressed. When key is released, the label is set to key released. When key is typed, the label is set to key typed. Is it clear? Like this, all the key events we will handle by using this program. And what is the difference between this key pressed and key typed? Whenever we will type a characters like a alphabets and numbers, it will show on a text field or a screen. At that time we will call that event as a key typed. Next, key pressed. When we will press a control key, function key or a alt key, shift key, at that time nothing will be displayed on the screen or a text field. At that time that event we will consider as a key pressed. Okay, this is how we will handle the key events by using a key listener interface. I will execute this program now. Key events run as a Java applet. See, this is a text field we took, and I will press a or when I will type a K, it will show key type. When we will leave that key, it will show key released. Once again I will type G now, it will show key typed. Carefully observe now. Okay, now key is released. When I will press a control key or a alt key or any functional keys, it will show key pressed. Now I will press alt key. Carefully observe, it will show key pressed. Okay. When I will press a alphabet K, it will show key type. These are the key events. Thank you.